A very good morning to you. My name is Chris. We are going to take a look at the weekly heads up here at Admiral Markets. So hang in and sit tight. We're going to take a look at the charts in just a few minutes or seconds. First of all, I have to tell you about the risk disclaimer. Of course, explaining that trading global financial markets in general is considered high risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Please seek the advice of an independent financial advisor for more information on that. And this video and webinar is for educational purposes only. So thank you for your attention on that. In this short video, we're going to take a look at the weekly overview on the majors and also the CAD and the pound odd. Before we do that, I just wanted to make you aware of our live trading session with me on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. That's every week from 7:45 a.m. London time to 9:15. Tuesdays, we primarily focus on swing trading. Wednesdays, all types of tradings. And Thursday, intraday trading. So I welcome you to all of them. But if you have a preference for a certain type of trading, please choose swing for Tuesday or Thursday for intraday. And Wednesday, all of you are welcome to our session on that time. Okay. We also have educational webinars on Monday and Thursday. That's later today with Tarantula. And Thursdays as well, we take a look at in-depth topics from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. London time. Make sure to follow Admiral Markets on social media, like Twitter and Facebook. And with that said, let's head over to the calendar. Here we are at Admiral Markets website. And we can see that today and tomorrow, Monday and Tuesday, pretty light impacted news. Nothing really major going on during those 2 days. Only Wednesday do we have something very important, which is the FOMC meeting minutes of the US dollar. So we should be aware of that. Let's head over to the charts. First thing I want to look at is the euro dollar weekly chart. And you can clearly see that as of late, euro dollar pretty range bound, sideways choppy movement. That also has to do, of course, with the fact that we are in August and trading might be a bit slower and in the volatility and its movement. So that's something to be aware of. Probably we are reaching the end of August, so things should be picking up slowly but surely as we head towards September. Now, in the meantime, you can see that we've had a red line here and some two pink lines on our chart. The pink lines indicating the wedge or triangle that the euro dollar is in. The red line indicating major resistance at 134.15. Price is pretty close to that resistance. So that could be a turning spot for the euro dollar to fall back to the bottom of that range, for example, as indicated by this red line, back to the bottom. So the 134.15, 17 top is very important for the bulls and bears. If we get a break of that top, a upside potential is possible, where I have this green zone here, at least to the next resistance level, which is approximately 137, as we see. If we don't break the level, we might break to the downside. In that case, I would like to zoom into the day chart, and you can see a green line there. That would be a very important key support around 131.90 and around 132. So also very important for the bulls and bears. If we break 132 support, we might make that fall back to the bottom of the range like this. So those are the most important levels on the chart, in my opinion. Until then, we might be bouncing back and forth within 134, 132. But if you look at Friday's candle, a big bullish candle, followed by some rejection wick. Actually, that was Thursday, rejection wick on Friday. Then it's indicating the indecisiveness, and we might be bouncing between those lines for longer than we would like. So let's see how this week shapes up on the euro dollar. Not only the euro dollar is interesting resistance spot, definitely, of course, the upside on euro and pound evident, although euro especially quite slow upside. But the dollar definitely, despite its downtrend, definitely at a support area, because even the pound, you can see, has reached the 886 fib retracement level, Fibonacci retracement level of the entire downside. And this currency has respected really every fib on the way up. As you can see, the 382, the 50 here, the 618, the 786, and now the 886. So it will be pivotal and vital to see if the 886 will be the turning spot for more downside on the pound dollar Then again, if we push up above the 886 fib, maybe we're just in a massive upside. So it's a very crucial level. I would wait for the 886 to really be broken before attempting to go long, and would like to see the currency back underneath the weekly trend line, which is indicated here by the pink one, to go short, and also maybe a break of that either rising wedge or arrowhead to the upside indicated by the purple lines. So we'll have to see how the pound responds to these trend lines and the fib. As I said, really only upside interesting above 156.60, above the red line, and downside really only interesting below the purple triangle, rising wedge slash weekly trend line in pink. This is the dollar yen daily chart, and you can see obviously with the pink lines that we're in a triangle, also the orange capturing those tops. Maybe I can even include the next top here and move that line a little bit down. Obviously the currency though halfway the triangle, and that's not so interesting. I would like to either trade it from the tops or bottoms. In this case, in fact, the break of the top triangle line would be the most interesting, because then we could continue to the upside. The dollar yen obviously was an uptrend. We've stalled pretty far and long now with a triangle. So a break to the upside, a break of that triangle to the upside would be a great trade that I'm monitoring. The next chart here is the dollar CAD. I'm actually in that trade myself, as you can see with the dotted lines on the chart. Since last week, I'm long based on the fact that the dollar CAD is the bottom of a trend channel on the day chart. And we can clearly see that this could definitely provide support for the dollar CAD to break to the upside. Now, we've stalled the last few days. It was a small weekly candle last week. So that in itself hasn't shown that upside momentum, which I'm waiting for, but it could happen this week. We see definitely indicated by the pink channel and also the green trend line that the up momentum has a nice angle. Only thing what we're waiting for now is, for example, a break of the correction to the upside, so that maybe we can see this trade and this space materialize. That space is from approximately 104 to 107, 300 pips there, indicated by the green circle I just drew. So there's a wide open space above, and considering the fact, as I said, that we're at the bottom of a channel, that space to the upside seems very reasonable if we were to break the daily resistance at around 103.70. This is the Australian US dollar daily chart, and you can clearly see price momentum recently to the upside, but we have not yet cracked or broken the daily high at 93.20. So the price is still below there, indicating that although we're moving up in price on the daily chart, we are reaching resistance. And in fact, the currency has just hit the 886 fib retracement at 92.30, or maybe that is the 786 if we would adjust the fib just a bit higher there. And we can see it's 786. In any case, it's a retracement and resistance level. So we have to be careful in this area with the Aussie. Only longs that I'm looking for are above the daily tops at 93.20, or if shorts, back below here if we break the support of 91. So we're in a neutral territory. I'm in a wait and see mode on the Aussie USD. This is the British pound Australian dollar on a 4-hour chart. I just wanted to show you a non-USD currency pair, and we can clearly see that the pound AUD is back to support, back to the purple line that I have drawn here after bouncing off the pink line. Obviously, we've had clear resistance in the past, and that resistance was very neatly broken to the upside, and we had a retracement back to that level plus bounce, and we're having a hook back again, a second hook back in a way. Definitely a bouncing potential for the upside. Okay, so that could be an interesting area if we get the confirmation of break here. That would be great. Otherwise, if we do break the purple line, be careful still of the pink support line in here, because that could be a support level where the currency could bounce at. If we break that, we have a lot of space to fall. That wraps it up for today. If you want to see more charts and more focused on smaller time frames, make sure to take a look at our webinars on Tuesday. If you want to sign up for those webinars, just go to our website and take a look at education by going to education on admiralmarkets.com, then going to live webinars, and you'll see the place where you want to sign up for all of our webinars. So we'll have counter trend trading as an educational topic on Thursday and live swing trading tomorrow. Later today, we'll be having moving averages and basic candlestick patterns with Nanette at 6 p.m. Central European Time. I hope to see you all of you there at these webinars, and wish you good trading this week. Cheers, everyone.